Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another disturbing video. Because if it was the other way around, it would be big news. But I'm pretty sure it was a teacher, right? Pretty sure teacher sleeps with
Still at
student.
5 o'clock, a 31-year-old Fountain woman who police say
Fountain?
had sexually assaulted a
Oh, whoa.
13-year-old boy is avoiding prison time.
Prosecutors offered her a plea
I
deal
thought she
even
was a
after she
teacher.
gave birth to a baby conceived with the team.
Oh, wow.
KRDO News Channel 13
That's
Spencer
crazy.
Soysher joins us live from the El Paso County Courthouse where that plea deal was taken. And Spencer, the mother of that boy, is furious about the deal.
Bart and Heather, Andrea Serrano pleaded guilty to an amended charge of incest, though the 13-year-old boy's mother says that they have absolutely no relation. She said she objected to this plea deal
How?
when the DA's office showed it to her. Still, it didn't matter, and it appears Serrano is going to avoid prison time.
There's no
How can it be incest when they're not related? What?
blood relation. There should be no, incest charge being allowed.
Originally charged with sexual assault on a child, Andrea Serrano is
I
avoiding
seen her
prison
face
time.
before.
She struck a deal, pleading guilty to incest only. The boy's mother is upset with that deal because police say Serrano gave birth to a child she conceived with the 13-year-old.
Had my son have been a little girl and this had been a 31-year-old man, they would be seeking incarceration, which they are not. And I don't think that they realize that boy or girl, this is going to follow him for the rest of his life.
KRDO is concealing the identity of the boy's mother because her son is a victim of a sex crime. In May of last year, Fountain police claim Serrano admitted to them she was drunk when she had sex with the 13-year-old boy in her car and then was carrying his child.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy.
El Paso is a crazy place to be
what?
right now.
What in the world is going on, bro? They literally, I'm gonna finish this for a second, but they literally made up a charge, an incest charge, even though they have no relation at all.
Just to lessen the charges.
Yes.
They not, bro.
Come
They're
on,
not
come on,
doing
come
that
on,
to a
come on,
guy,
come on.
man.
I think you're actively making things up right now.
You know what bothers
You're
me about
literally
this?
actively making things up, bro.
This is like they like trying. It's biased at the same time, bro. Because like if it was flipped, you think the reporters is gonna report about it like this?
Yeah,
Nah.
that also is true. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
even
they-
take a side on this. They're like pretending like this is some neutral thing. Like, well, yeah, this, that.
This is common.
Yeah.
This happens
And
pretty
if
often.
this is the way they reported everything, it wouldn't have been a problem. But I know that's not the way they report everything. Besides the point of like El Paso is a crazy place.
That's a
bro.
crazy place.
It's
right
a crazy
there.
destination, dog.
That's a crazy place
They
right
just
there.
made
boy.
up reality
They did. They
to
just
give
did-
her a lesser charge.
Yes, just so she don't have to do jail time. We're gonna say that you all are related, even though y'all are not, just so we can write it off
That's
as
not
incest.
even like a drunk mistake.
That's not.
Like kissing your friend or driving. Like those are all drunk mistakes that are also like some of them crimes, right? That you don't fuck up and fuck a student.
A 13-year-old.
They use sexual assault to describe this crime.
Yeah. It
That's
is.
true.
Though.
They could just say,
Oh, that too.
That's
yeah.
true.
but that's
Because
what I'm saying.
because that's what it is, though.
I understand.
Yeah.
So, but
No. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Because if it was the other way, I mean, the R word would be thrown around.
100%.
You'd be like, oh, it's-
100%.
he grabbed her. Great.
On a charge they aren't guilty of is not abnormal.
Oftentimes there's plea bargains that get people to what's called essentially fictional pleas.
But the mother says the boy
No.
wanted her
No.
prosecuted.
Fictional, please.
Why
What
does
the
the legal system fail?
No.
That man, come on, bro.
No. I've never heard a nigga say a fictional plea. That's
Yeah.
never like conjured up in my mind. Like when you
fictional
go
plea.
break a law, you think to yourself, just give me one of them fictional pleas, man. Don't worry about it, man.
Why does it have to be
Murder?
fictional?
We'll write off as speeding, man. We'll just write
Speeding.
that off.
DNA test is not even like an impossible thing to prove, especially if she had a child, bro.
We'll get the fictional plea though, bro.
Yeah, we just mock up that fictional. Yeah, shit
know,
was
bro.
fictional.
Yeah, just fictional.
That was a
man.
fictional charge, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just you get to figure out a way to just get it off, man.
Hey, Your Honor, what can we do to reduce the sentence?
Also, okay, another side note. Why doesn't incest get you in jail?
I'm not gonna
At
lie.
this age gap?
It didn't even
What?
hit me until yesterday it was illegal. I was watching the Gideon video, and in the
I was
Gideon
gonna
video,
watch that.
as a prank, he basically gave a presentation on why it should be legal. I don't know
Okay.
if you watched the video. It was a really good video. They're basically trying to like see who's gonna fold. Like their dares, like a series of dares.
Yeah.
And it didn't hit me because it doesn't occur as like a thing that people actually do.
Oh yeah.
But that bitch illegal, bruh. And he asked the crowd like, how y'all feel about it? Is anyone like in favor of it? And there was a nigga that raised his hand like,
Bro.
Does it count if it's your cousin?
Yeah. What? It's your actual cousin.
What if it's like a fourth cousin?
I don't know. I've never thought about it.
Me neither. These are
Normally,
all-
if it's my cousin, I just say, let's write that off right there. Hey, you sick niggas who go to family reunions and y'all be like, damn, that's my cousin?
Cousin? Or...
How close? Like,
How close?
you niggas
Bruh.
trying to count the bloodline like,
Oh
the
yeah, that's the third.
marriage.
That's the third one.
How close of a cousin is she, huh? Matter of fact, it don't really matter. I'll fucking we'll just write off as a fictional
plea.
fictional plea, bro.
That's all fictional.
Johnson, why are you naked? Because my t-shirt sucks. Look at Gibson. He's wearing a True Classic tee.
Oh,
The
that's
district
tough.
attorney's office would not talk with us about this case today because Serrano hasn't been sentenced yet. We did, however, speak with Serrano's mother, who says the baby is in the NICU right now and that they haven't done any paternity tests that would be able to prove that it is the 13-year-old's child.
Why?
Reporting live.
Like, them, that should be blowing my mind. Why
That
not?
should be mandatory. At this
Like,
point.
at this point,
Especially in this type of
especially
situation.
in a crime.
Yes, this
Why
should
not?
be mandatory. It should be mandatory, bro. Bro, like the world that we live in where she can just run around and throw a baby on a 13-year-old, no DNA testing, doesn't go to jail for it, in a way that
What if? Imagine this bullshit, right? Imagine if she files for child support, and that little 13-year-old has to pay child support. That would be the dumbest shit ever.
she's
I swear to
avoiding
God.
jail time is by literally some shit I've
Imagine.
never, like,
And then you know how like if you don't pay child support on time, you go to jail or they arrest you. What if they arrest a 13-year-old for not paying child support on time? That would be a whole new types of dumb
literally
shit.
making up something.
That'd be a
so she
whole new
doesn't go
type
to jail
of
for something as heinous
crazy.
as raping a little boy. That's crazy.
And the mom has to sit there and say common takes.
Yeah, just like very normal takes. There's another female outdoor educator, 31, has secret sex with a 16-year-old boy in the backseat of a car and not jailed. Said he wouldn't send her to jail despite her having faced maximum sentence of 10 years inside. The court previously heard how the teen has struck out in the middle of the night to sleep with a teacher. The teen was in a vulnerable situation emotionally after losing a close friend in a car crash a week prior. So the nigga,
That made it worse.
That makes
Bro,
it
that's
worse.
worse. That's
It makes
way
it
worse.
worse. That makes it worse.
Nah, your bias is showing, Judge.
Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing right now?
At this point,
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What you mean you
What are
don't
we
know?
doing?
Like,
what are you doing?
Then
Bro?
just remove the law, nigga. If you don't think that there's harm being done, just remove it.
Or step down.
You don't need to have personal experience in a courtroom to know, first of all. In fact, like, let's start there. You don't need precedent to know that there was harm done. That's
true.
Shut the fuck up for a second.
Right?
Listen to what the fucking next paragraph says. Often in these situations, the harm is what comes from other people after it becomes public. He said the judge claims that despite the youngster being 16 years old, he was not a child. Come on, what are we doing right now, bro? That's the fucking worst judge I've ever seen in my life, bro. Are we serious? You just decide on a whim.
Also, there's a serious chance he touches kids.
I mean,
right?
I mean, come on. Because if it was I shouldn't even have to say if it was a 16-year-old girl. I shouldn't have to say that. A 16-year-old, period, bro. Period. Arguing that the teen under her care had consented. Come on. There has been clearly been discussions.
Consent to shit under 18, bro. Bro, you had to get your parents to sign your fucking field trip form, nigga.
That's true. You gotta. I did sports in high school, and I had to have my dad sign all of my papers before I could even play sports in school. So no, you can't. Nah.
Jesus.
There has clearly been discussions between he and her about the wrongfulness of it. He nevertheless consents and makes it very clear. The nigga can't consent. He's 16, bro.
Nah, this judge is so bad. This is like a layup. This is a layup for like
this is a terrible judge.
What do you call it? Oh, an appeal. Because there's no way this would stand, bro. Like if you can't this to any other judge, this is fucking insane.
There's not.
I sometimes wonder like, how'd you make it this far? You ever wonder that? With someone so incompetent?
Come on. Y'all just making things up. A 13-year-old can't get justice because of a fictional plea, something I never heard before in my life. And now we have a 16-year-old who apparently he doesn't get his justice either because all of a sudden, even though he's 16, no, he knew better. He was consenting in that situation. We all know for a fact that the roles are reversed, that would not happen at all, bro. This is nasty. This is kind of sick, no cap. This is nasty, bro. The 13-year-old is really crazy, though.
Tomball teacher befriends a student by playing
Another one?
Fortnite with him
This woman
before
almost
sexually assaulting him for years.
A judge sentenced Marca Bodine to 60 days in jail and 10 years probation today. The DA's office is furious because they wanted her in jail for 40 years.
Now getting back to our top story, after Brittany Zamora got the lowest possible sentence, 20 years behind
This woman
bars,
got 20, but blames the kid for the
her lawyer went on the attack.
Team 12's William Pitts was there when Zamora's attorney called a press conference after court.
In court, Brittany Zamora cried, lots of tears.
So we are here today, and Brittany knows that what she did was wrong. She does know, and she does accept it.
Her mother claiming Brittany was sorry.
Yes, Brittany is remorseful. Is she a monster, or are the people, their followers, and the media?
The media coverage of the case getting special attention from Zamora's team. Her mother saying other family members were scared to address the court.
However, given the publicity of this case, with the high media coverage, it puts not only their jobs, but also their families at risk also to do so.
But while that was happening, reporters were waiting for a press conference that Zamora's lawyer and family called. And when they arrived, any sense of remorse went out the window.
Brittany is not a predator, and this was not between a young child and Brittany. This was a teenager. The teenager had boundary issues and was obsessed with Brittany. The teenage boy was very aggressive. He even was very persistent in asking Brittany about her birthmarks, molars, or anything else that could be an identifiable piece of information.
The attorney also indicating their belief the sixth grader's family was after money.
The
sixth grader? Sixth grader? Nigga, they're talking about a sixth grader? Bro, the way she was talking about it, you may as well thought that this nigga was like 17, bro. Like 17 asking all these questions. Yeah, sixth grader? Bro, hey, yo. Hey, yo, sixth grade is like 12, right? 12, 13 maybe, I guess, because they said teen. No, wait. Don't you get to high school when you're like 14? I don't remember the whole thing, but like, I feel like it's 11, 12. But 11, 12? Bro, nah.
Police attorneys filed the civil suit within hours of the issue coming to light to the police department.
Zamora's lawyer read a statement she said Brittany Zamora wrote that never mentioned remorse or guilt.
I feel like I was used as a publicity act to gain attention that was often driven by money motivation from several parties.
This coming weeks after Zamora pleaded guilty, an hour after she begged for mercy during sentencing. Zamora's lawyer then said she would take no questions.
Are you guys really blaming a 13-year-old boy as a victim in this case?
That's not what I said.
Are you honestly saying that Brittany was the victim?
Yo, man, these people need to go to jail, bro. Like, yes, like on some real shit, bro. Just like, all jokes aside, like the idea that like these are basically predators that are just out and about right now.
Not basically.
No, yeah, not basically. They are. Like, if you really think about it, we're talking about legit predators who are just out and about, who preyed on underage little boys and got to the extent that they not only had the ability not to get charged, 0 jail time being served, but more importantly, where that like just sets a precedent of what can or cannot be had. Like, we're sitting here literally just saying like we're gonna make up plea deals, fictional plea deals for people to get off, or we're gonna determine on the fly what was consent and what wasn't consent for minors that can't give consent in the first place. Like,
you know what's weird about this? But it's like, why? Like, why are you doing this? It would be like, I would be like, okay, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's understandable if it was this person, but I'm gonna use this as an example. I'd be like, okay, it's understandable if it was like a CEO, or not understandable, but like abuse of power, and they would like use their power somehow with the connections and then get it lowered, right? Or it would be like, okay, it's the president's daughter, and then like, not for real, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Example, the president's daughter used her connections, made it like damn near nothing, 0 days, or Biden or whatever use the little pass thingy that they get when they become president or whatnot. I don't know. Or something like that. And then what else? It wouldn't be understandable, but you would be like, okay, I can see how they got away with that. Like, they have power. But these are random people who have no power, and it benefits nobody to lock them up. So I don't see why they do.
Like, that kind of defeats the whole purpose. That literally defeats the whole purpose, bro. To sit there and to decide as a 16-year-old, he can make the decision to give consent or not. It makes no sense at all. And again, as we all know, if the roles are reversed, and if it's a 31-year-old man and a 16-year-old little girl, or a 31-year-old man and a 13-year-old little girl, especially the 13-year-old little girl had to carry a child, y'all know for a fact what would have happened. But yo, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. Just when you thought the world couldn't get any crazier, it continues to surprise me every single day. Make sure you subscribe button, notification bell. Check this video out on the screen right here, dog. Check it out. Until next time, we'll see you all later. Peace.
That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. He would be in prison. Double standards is crazy. Yeah. What? Get enough oxygen when you were born. Damn. Are you crazy? Damn. Like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night. And bye.